patterns you have on these one look clean self-check meaning self-ness and ego and then the next one is I know what to do. I don't want to do. I don't care to do. I like to do. We'll adjust the sound of it. But let's reflect for a moment that I've been practicing and wonderful. If we're not evolving and we're not changing, what are we doing? There's no making all others good. If we're not rising above our don't expect anything to change. And how will you know that you have not moved beyond your old patterns of behavior? I feel like I'm in a sci-fi movie. Then, if we don't alter our patterns of perception and perspective, then our realities remain the same, even though we are expecting them to change. You know, Freud madness. So as you go through this day, having this practice with you, in what way have you considered changing your patterns of communication, patterns of thinking, perceptions, perspectives, and actions? Because ultimately, it comes down to our actions. And our actions creates the causality and the resultants of our future. So if you want your future to be different, then you must change the actions of the present that are governed by the past. And in one text I'm reading now, if we continue to engage in our past actions, which brings about the resultants in our present, and our present actions bring about the resultant of our future. So in essence, our future is being governed by our past. And our present is only a conduit for that future, which is built on our past actions. Now perhaps you go, I like everything just as it is. I'm not suffering. But when we look deeper, we can see that that's not true. So I'm talking to me, really, as maybe Shantideva talked to himself and started to say, if I want things to change, then I must change my patterns of thinking, which governs my perceptions and perspectives and my actions, and thus there is going to be real change. Anyway, I hope you were blessed with some challenge today, that you'll have to come face to face with your patterns of thinking, perceptions, and perspectives, and then you can make a decision in that moment. You can change the thought. Don't you think that's a miracle in itself, that we can change the thought? When we hit resistance, we hold on to it, even though the rock is hot. We won't drop it. We'll burn ourselves. And if someone says you can drop it, you know, I can't. Yes, you can. Just open it. Oh, that feels much better. So as you go through this day, and I try to watch and check in periodically during the course of the day. What am I thinking? Sometimes I go, what were you thinking? But what am I thinking? Will I use this moment to have a constructive thought, or will I continue to follow the path of negativity. You see, this is what Gyaltsen, when I was reading and I go, oh, he's talking to me. He's talking to all of us. That if we're going to engage in the path of the Dharma, meaning the path of the truth, the path of that which is natural, the path of that which is authentic, meaning the path of our own inner spiritual self, then we have to change. We have to wake up. The evolution of consciousness is going to happen whether we like it or not. It is the nature of the universe, entropy, to expand. And we just kick and scream and sit down with our thumb in our mouth and stubborn and refuse, unless we continue to suffer. So suffering is a choice. Happiness is a choice. Which one will you choose today? I wonder. Take a breath in, please. Breathing out. And when you say, please, have some meaning, most precious Guru, please think of me. Bestow blessings that will free and lighten my mind, so that I may realize as quickly as possible the benefit of all sentient beings. Most precious Guru, please think of me. Bestow the blessings that will free and lighten my mind, so that I may realize as quickly as possible for the benefit of all sentient beings. Most precious Guru, please think of me. Bestow the blessing that will free and lighten my mind, so that I may realize as quickly as possible for the benefit of all sentient beings. Sentient beings are numberless. I vow to liberate them. Delusions are inexhaustible. I vow to transcend them. The Dharma gates are boundless. I vow to enter them. What is the right way is unsurpassable. I vow to embody. Sentient beings are infinite. I vow to liberate them. Delusions, our delusions, are inexhaustible. I vow to transcend them. The Dharma gates are boundless. I vow to enter them. What is enlightened way is unsurpassable. I vow to embody. The last time you say it, when I say to myself, yes, sentient beings are numberless. Think of all of the other sentient beings. And you say, yeah, you vow to liberate them? How can you liberate others if we have not liberated ourselves? And our delusions are inexhaustible, but endlessly we create and fabricate the constructs of realities that bring about suffering. And you're saying, I vow to transcend them. And we have the truth and paths and ways and mythology. Those are the gates. They're boundless. You're saying you will enter them. You go into the house that's clean and you take your muddy shoes and you think the house is going to remain clean. And you just sweep up the mud last night. Buddha's enlightened way is unsurpassable. It is. I vow to embody it. Again, last night reading just the first stage of Bodhisattva, the 10 stages. First stage, I have faith and joy, commitment, devotion, to arouse the altruistic thought of loving kindness and compassion for the benefit of all sentient beings, and to remain humble. To put ourselves like our great master, Urgyen Rinpoche, to put ourselves lower than everyone else in the room. I am lower than you. I am the servant. And it sort of hurts my heart when I know of the difficulty that you and I and we and this world we live in is suffering. Surely it must affect you, and says that I too must embody the way of the Buddha. So this day, be vigilant, as Rinpoche would say, vigilant. Am I pursuing the way of the Buddha? Or am I just going through a sham of dress up and beating the drum and ringing the bell? Gyaltsen says, During the daytime in your practice, you beat the drum and ring the bell and you mutter and look into space with a smile. At night, we find you in the tavern, drinking ale and going around. Sort of metaphorically speaking. Anyway, I think hopefully you understand. And even if you don't understand, eventually we will. It's inevitable. You can understand the easy way, or you can understand the very difficult way. Either way, change will occur. And you can read the life stories of the great bodhisattvas and the changes they went through, the suffering, as they came to their great realization. So we appeal to them. You have memorized this for the most part, so you can read the English, say the Tibetan, and read the English.
Tabadane Kasuchi Sura Ninse Danjepe Sonde Jinje Dundu Tange Dundu Nikite Zonde Jinjo Senkido Jese Namka Nampada Towa Jese Negopa Jese Dode Negone Towa Daga Sewa Shu Dongye Donde Zagye Mentunso Sage Konde Dongye Tunto Dongye Nubo Dewa Jipeke Sage Gogo Sola Ayata Mune 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 Yes Ayata Mune Mune Shohan Ayata Mune Mune Yes Receiving the blessings directly from the Buddha, ourselves and others, to corresponding spaces as we have designated. Opening these aspects, releasing all the obscuring factors, like they're just floating away like bubbles and poof, bursting in space. Again, doing this, it's interesting, we designate this time of giving, which creates so much suffering sometimes. So give, what greater gift can you give than loving kindness and compassion? That you give out your fortune, you give out your blessings, and you give out your happiness, you give out your merit. Put those in nice little red, green, and red and green, what's the other color? I don't know, I forget. Anyway, shower the whole universe is what you should. You shower the whole universe with this Yuletide gifts. And but you go, I will take all of your black coal. I take your black coal into my heart, and then I squeeze it and make diamonds and throw them back out into space. Wouldn't you love to do that? Don't you wish you could do that? It's a, and it, wow, everyone, diamonds coming from the suffering of the coal. Practice Thupten Kante, or going back. Now gently breathe out. And embody speech for the mind essence nature of the Buddha, the mind essence nature of ourselves. In union, one and the same, oneness. Recognize, then rest. Breathing out, just a short period when you practice in your own cell, maybe a little bit longer. So the title I'm seeing now, which you can go to the store and you can buy a book that says, "What would the Buddha do?" What would the Buddha say? But you just finish an exercise or a practice that says the essence of and nature of our mind and the nature and essence of the Buddha's enlightened mind is one and the same. If that is the case, then where is the essence of the Buddha? No place other than within shall it remain. So when you say, what would the Buddha do? Really you're saying, what would I do? So as we go through the day, and I'm talking to me, you have to decide whether for you or not, I don't know. That I will ask myself, even when I pass the cars driving recklessly down the road, what would the Buddha do? Slow down. I hope you're not taking yourselves too serious. Too serious. Your life is so short. How many more Christmases shall we see? And how much snow will pass on the mountains before me? We don't know. You want to give a gift? Give the gift of loving kindness and compassion. Give the gift of joyousness. And those diamonds that you threw out, that one you kept for yourself, give it away. Okay, go ahead, The three bodies, kayas and wisdoms of Rinpoche.
want to visualize the subtle body, the channels, the chakras, the nadis, and all of the various auxiliary channels that throughout the subtle body. Take a 7-point position, Vajrachana Yogi. Breathing out, come to the knees. The intent to remove all the various obscurations, hindrances, defilements, negative karmic actions of the past and the present, and disease born of mind. Breathing in, releasing, focus on the central channel, bouncing of the 5 winds within, the 5 major winds that are. Left and right nadis. Visualization for the speech. Zom a yi o ye o na kakakana zazanya tatana tatana yo wa jasa sarisa o dhamma itaprava tutata vatudinsa yunurva ye amena samana soha. Bhadra samaya sa sa namo visaramani bhava daye soha. Bhadra samaya sa sa namo Bhadra amrita kundale ana we bring forth the name Didi Dorje Sapa. Vajrasattva Ranje Nye Onde Ozo Dode Nama Mante Dode Kwenye Dorje Gyaltsen Dode Gyaltsen Mezo Wane Pe Guwa Guwa Ginanga Bata Sama Sa Sangye Dodan Toge Donam Zunjo Batu Dani Yagi Zunjo Ye Bejo Nangi Doda Bete Zunge Dodaso Sangye Dodan Turye Donanda, Tendo Badodani Kasuchi, Suke Donangi, Doda Minde Sangye Dodan, Sangye Dodan Turye Donanda, Tendo Badodani Kasuchi, Doji Chintoge Bedodani, Doda Minde Sangye Dodan, Sangye Dodan Turye Donanda, Tendo Badodani Kasuchi, Doji Chintoge Bedodani, Doda Minde Sangye Dodan, Dorje Narana Senjen Sangye Dovada Dovaguna Dovaguje Dunganda Guna Dovaguje Sunge Mebeda Dada Medewa Guje Medanda Devasa Medada Senjen Sangye Dovada Dovaguna Dovaguje Dunganda Guna Dovaguje Sunge Mebeda Dada Medewa Guje Medanda Devasa Senjen Sangye Dovada Dovaguna Dovaguje Guna Dovaguje Medewa Now you should visualize cloud banks of offerings, cloud banks of wish-fulfilling trees, mandala offerings, lights, everything. You give everything away, you make offering, even your own body, your own speech, your own mind, your own realized quality you offer. Put it in nice box, nice bowl. Sashi Dorje Dorje Meto Sangye Zende Meto Uwayi Sashi Dorje Dorje So you reinforce more vividly Vajrasattva, Vajrasattva, and all of the 58 rational manifestations of compassion, and 52 and the 48 peaceful manifestations of compassion in the head, in the heart, radiating immeasurable, giving gifts out for the benefit of all sentient beings. Really give something out. The other thing I'm hearing in my mind is, if you're having difficulty in this world now, with ourselves and others. In one way, it's a blessing. If we look at it that way, it means our actions of the past, our patterns of the past, or now, as they say, the birds come home to roost, or whatever, the crows come home to roost. So our past is manifesting in the force. And we have a choice. Do we continue with the same pedantic patterns of behaviors and expect change? Or do we look at what is occurring in our everydayness, and a simple change in thought will bring about a change in perception, perspective, and actions, and thus change that reality. So during this time, really give out, let go ego clinging, and be humble. And therefore, may we cleanse and purify and arrive at pure perception. So we see the pure perception of self and others, and the environments, and the conditions that we create. And when they create suffering, change. Of course, we have the capacity to do so. So cleanse and purify ego clinging. This is the culprit. Then cleanse, as I said, your observations, hindering defilements, negative chronic action, and disease. It's like the old joke in New York, a hot dog vendor. You want to change? Change comes from within. What will you change today? When I say what will you change, I really mean, what will I change today? I will change my negative thinking. I will put it in a nice little box and put it under intense pressure and turn it into a diamond. But then I will keep it. I will give it away. Please give away your diamonds that you have constructed from negativity.
Somebody that is on my man. Amaradana was over the Rinpoche of the Dharma, they don't do the room, what happened. The Lord Mother that is on my arm and over the Yabba to the Lord and over the was the way of the Sudden Guru Hum, how Bhagavan Tavara, the name of the Logaya Magua, the Logaya Magua, Naradana, the Rinpoche of the Dharma, Sada Logada Barana, name of the Bhavana, Maya, the Logaya Magua, the Logaya Magua, Naradana, the Rinpoche of the Dharma, Sada Logada Barana, name of the Bhavana, Maya, Logaya Magua, Naradana, the Rinpoche of the Dharma, so much. So again, if you're just reciting blah 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 blah, oh, I'm thinking, but then don't do, because nothing is going to happen. There has to be a correlation, an integration between what you're thinking, creating your thoughts, and what you're feeling. Because the old shamans, the path of the head and the path of the heart must unite as one if you're going to make the journey and retrieve your soul from the underworld. Else you will be lost. So as you're, maybe you have the sapling, you look at it sometimes, look in the space sometimes, but we visualize the light is falling from the Brahmo and the peaceful deities contained within the essence of the body of Dorje Samten. And it's like we're being showered, and all our negativities, aspirations, etc. are falling away, and we feel, or you imagine, opening in the heart space. There's no use in spending now all this time mumbling and giving up and doing the same old thing. Might as well do something else. So, with vivid visualization, with vivid intention, with vivid emotion, motivation, with vivid visualization, recitation, and meditation, then some change. You'll see. And then if you're accumulating, then I will make one model we must do.
Samya and the Tamsak, and whatever we have caused suffering to others and to ourselves, we acknowledge it, even though we don't know. Oh, I don't know what I did. That doesn't excuse you. What did I do, Mom? You know what you did. So, you know what you did. All of you, you know how you create suffering. And the biggest suffering is our negativity in our own heart, in our own mind. And we raise ourselves up on the pedestal. Well, not my fault. Why is it happening to me? What did I do? So acknowledge and lay aside. Gombo dine mese community, that's a money comes on a Lama who's on the Dorje Jumbo dine ten, Soba Zaga Data Chi, Konzo Don, Zawe Dan, Yema Gi, Tamze, Tamba, Tamze, Soba Zato. Demba Dan, Dribe, Neton, Dine, So, Tamze, Jinje, Demba, do. So I acknowledge, I lay aside. Om Bhadra Sata Samaya, Manupadaya, Bhadra Sata Denava. Dedu Dedu Nagova, Zulu Gaya Magova, Zulu Gaya Magova, Nananda Nagova, Zulu Gaya. Satum Zulu Guru, Samaya Satu. So now you can visualize the Thupten or the Dakinis coming with the Amrita, with the Ragna, or the Toma, or the Mandala, and the light. Oh, no, no, ne, do, je, wo, ye, do, lama, ye, do, na, do, no, so, na. Grand, do, ye, go, go, ru, re, ba, he, je, ba, ba, tam, je, go. Yo, je, ya, ma, je, ma, amrita, Buddha, je, no, je, Roba, bu, don, na, de, Angé Tome Tan Donya Nyondo Soba Soba Bu Nyondo Nyuna Jinje Tajine Rata Mage Nando Bu Soje Choma Jengwe Buwa Je Jenge Tuje Kata Soba Bu Alala Jenge Pa Se Bu Ze Namye Tado Daye Zenjen Namabe Zenjo Gunjo Zonjo Te Pama Jojo Zenjen Pando Ba Zenje Jule Zala Zen. So again, we call upon our protectors, Dhamma powers. Please keep your oath to quell the disease of the mind. Really, this is the main disease on the mind. Even when we know we should do something that is beneficial to ourselves and others, we do the opposite. So this is a practice that we're doing now. If the quality of loving kindness and compassion was not already within us, and the ability to change and to evolve, as it is, was not within us, then doing these type of practices in any tradition doesn't make any sense. It's not going to have any effect. But imagine there's a dormant gene. So this is what's called the God principle, the enlightened gene. So the enlightened gene is already within our DNA structure. And if through our own mental capacities, we can activate these genes, reactivate them, because they were already activated, but we worked very hard at cutting them off. So I want you to turn on the gene of loving kindness and compassion. Turn on the gene of faith and joyousness. First level Bodhisattva must have faith and joyousness and devotion, and must arouse knowledge and wisdom for the benefit of others, and have the base being the altruistic thought. I will engage in this process of evolution so I can be of greater benefit to others and myself, always twofold. So turn on the gene. And as you go through the day, you'll see how you turn it off. You watch. And when you turn it off and entertain your negativity, thinking it's positive, then stop and be vigilant and go, oh, I can change. I have a blessing. The blessing of my own negativity. Dongjinpa. Change adversity into advantage. Make this day one of advantage. Namo Guru Be, Namo Guru Be, Namo Guru Be. Deba Dami 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 Gumbu Sri Binda Hera Lulu Hum Dine Pajan Tande Ramyam Ramyam Dorje Dorje Sudu Damze Yeje Jeme Duje Mese Namge Dorje Kudu Se So you just imagine Kapala now making the offerings to the Dhammapalas. Okay, just a moment. I anointed my text. Well, you should know who the Dhammapalas are. Again, it's back to your thinking. If you're thinking, oh, I'm just playing around, then that's what you're doing. But if you think, I really have summons the old found ones, which they made a connection and said they would take care. So now they will take care. When you see you are yourself, you know no deity, no nothing. Just yourself. You in the front of Guru Rinpoche. You cannot fool Guru Rinpoche. Oh, Guru Rinpoche, I'm going to change. And Guru Rinpoche says, really? 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 Yes, I'm going to change. But you cannot change unless you're really ready to let go of your old patterns of behavior. Again, Einstein, more and more, he said Buddhism would be very good for this time period. The consciousness that has created the various challenges and difficulties we find ourselves in cannot be the same state of consciousness that will find new solutions. Our patterns of thinking must change if we're going to alter and affect different realities. And it is occurring. It's occurring in many, many places. May you exact that change within your own parameters of reality. Everything deconstructs, dissolving like light, light into your own heart center. And then from your own heart center, then you dissolve into space and light. Ah, ah, ah. Like one colleague and friend said to me yesterday, relax or release your body. The local would say, release your body. Let your breath be natural and rest your mind.
Just breathe out for a moment. Just sit again just a little bit. As though the process of sitting is to reset. So, sitting to reset. What are you resetting? We're resetting the patterns that we have accumulated over eons. Perhaps in an instant, you can change a thought in an instant with practice. So reset your mind, your thoughts. Through what? One of faith and joyousness. Reset and awaken the gene of loving kindness and compassion. Reset, letting go of creating suffering for ourselves and others. And reset to bring about happiness. Practice this day, maybe 1 hour after we finish. Try to keep. And then you want to go back to your old patterns because we're very accustomed to suffering. We love suffering. Like drinking the Kool-Aid. We don't drink Kool-Aid, we drink suffering. We're addicted. So see if just in this day you can make a change in pattern. And if we change in pattern, like we say to the actors, I say, a change in thought, and a rest in movement, and a change in direction. It's also Buddhist. See like that. Breathe in. Ah, reset. Continue to rest your mind. If someone calls you a name today or offends you, say thank you for pointing out my own frailties. If someone gives something to you, say thank you and graciously accept. If someone takes something from you, say thank you. My karma is coming to fruition. Coming to rest. And when you generate thoughts of ego-centeredness and self-cherishing and self-importance, reset and dwell in waters of humility. Rest your mind. If by chance you erected what we will call the wish-fulfilling tree, every night is offering to the Buddha, every present is offering to the Buddha. The essence, give away. Breathing out, give idea, Dorje simba, Dorje do, and
Let go and let be and stay in the arena of humility. Then the gifts you give out, loving kindness and compassion. So may you all be blessed by the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Rinpoches, and all of our teachers. May you receive the blessings and awaken the gene of loving kindness and compassion from within for the benefit of all sentient beings. Then, this is the holidays, right? So, enjoy the holidays of life. Because there will come a time when that box will be empty. So enjoy it, you can open it up. Lots of bows and lots of lights. And enjoy your life and help others to do the same. Even when it seems it's at its darkest, there's always a light. Look up. There's some song that says, there's always a rainbow in the sky. One of my he says I'm his teacher. So when Lama, he sent me rainbow. Lama Dawa Rinpoche's attendant sent rainbow. There's always a rainbow in the sky. So enjoy the rest of this day. Then tomorrow, Lama, I will be tomorrow because then I will miss practicing with you. So I will come and be in your humble service tomorrow. But Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then the retreat. So if there's something important, it can wait. If it's really important, you can hang some sock on my door or something like that. Anyway, thank you for